I can't take it anymore, not anymore. No one said that this would get easy. No one said this wouldn't get hard. Brush it off and roll up your sleeves now. It's a shot in the dark till you get what you want.
Welcome on back to week 13 Spiked College Football Show, season 5, 6, 7. I don't really know where the fuck we're at. All I know is it's college football. There's 2 weeks left. Your boy's back in his winning ways. He's going to finish the season probably in first place because that's what the fuck I do. I finally won some goddamn money. I won last night on the fucking Steelers-Browns. Boom. Won $350 last night because I'm a fucking animal. We're ready to go into the weekend. We got snow. We got blow. We're ready to ho until the very end. Let's fucking go, boys. What's going on? JC's back. The good-looking one is back.
Guys, I'm here. I don't know what's going on. I haven't watched the football game in weeks.
And somehow you're still in second place.
I don't know.
Tyler, how the fuck is he in second place? What are we doing? Why do we suck so much?
We picked too many bullshit games.
See, if you watch too much, you overanalyze, and when you overanalyze, you make mistakes.
Like, I've spent so much goddamn time with a playoff predictor, predicting standings and all that bullshit, and playing out scenarios and all sorts of other scenarios on top of those scenarios. And I guess I'm just garbage post the 2:30 slate.
Real quick, guys, we do have our first advertisement. They gave me $10. Boomstick. Go get your Boomstick from CVS, Walgreens, and all your other places. Boomstick. Just go like this, kind of hit it like you're doing coke. It's really good. It clears you out, and it's ready to rock. Anyway, now that that's over with, I got $10 to do that. Nothing really happened last week that was anything that was good. Nothing came to light. Tyler, the games were not great. Am I missing anything? There was no big upsets. There was nothing.
No. Although I was on the right side of a few things, like the Tulane Navy, I was on the right side of. Arizona State, I was on the right side of. Thank you.
I was on the right side of Kansas.
Yeah.
On Rutgers.
Baylor,
Clemson. But, like, those were teams that were supposed to win in Arizona. Rob was on Arizona. Other than that, JC was pretty chalky with his picks. He didn't pick any upsets. South Carolina dominated Mizzou. Not really.
That was. I think I picked South Carolina for that game.
You did.
Too. I went against my.
Don't mind Tyler. He's watching Nebraska basketball, which is apparently a thing. He's probably watching Creighton.
Yeah. We're back in it, boys. We're back in.
But yeah, since you've been gone, Jay, Mizzou's been really bad.
Really bad.
Travis Hunter's probably going to win the Heisman.
We hope so.
Genty's probably in second. And Cam's probably in third. Those are probably the three that'll go. And maybe Shadur gets an invite. If they win.
I think it's one or the other for Colorado.
He's the best quarterback in football, though. It's a fact.
I think it's one or the other, though.
He'll be the New York Giants starting quarterback next year. Which I might become a New York Giants fan. Other than that, Jay, you really haven't missed much. Last week you didn't miss much. We don't have to really go over last week. Last week was kind of just
vanilla.
Very vanilla.
Very vanilla. Very there was nothing. I'm looking right here. I'm doing my due diligence, and I don't.
The SEC's further slaughtering themselves. Kansas is now becoming a late season wagon again. Welcome back, Lance Leipold. Colorado still.
Amazing what happens when your quarterback doesn't turn the ball over.
Colorado still controls their destiny.
Notre Dame might be a wagon.
Yeah.
Notre Dame might be the best team in college football. I'm not even kidding. Tyler, you know I'm joking, but that might be true. He learned how to throw.
I've been pointing out to you he's learned how to throw,
Yeah,
but
I
you
don't
just vaguely look the other way.
Yeah, because I have to do that because of my emotional hedging, and then then my blood pressure gets up, and then I got to drink, and then like I get anxious. I can't have that.
Guys,
But
we're
no,
2
but
weeks out,
low-key-
and Army could make the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And low key, your guy is a pretty decent air raid guy.
Yeah,
He doesn't
that's
completely
wild.
suck.
speaking, of, you might see the highest scoring Notre Dame Army game of all time this week, ever. That game is for a playoff. That's kind of weird. That
That would be crazy.
that has implications for the playoff. The Notre Dame Army game, and not just for the one team. I think even if Army loses a game by 3 and then goes undefeated, beats Navy, and then beats Tulane, they have to be in consideration.
It depends on what they do. Like the historical way of the whole 4 team, where it was like the eye test nonsense, strength of schedule, yada yada.
Tyler, if that happens and Boise State drops another game, I think that it has to be them, right?
But Boise State's not gonna drop.
If they do, in my hypothetical.
Like it would have to be like a doozy of a loss, like say, losing to a MAC team, 4 games in.
But real quick, I'm a big Band of Brothers fan. Shout out the Battle of the Bold. Shout out 101st. Navy's uniforms very pretty. Jolly Roger, very pretty, very cutesy, very demure, very, very, very cute. If you like that kind of gay shit. But I didn't say that out loud. Yes, I did. Gay shit. Army's uniforms, the 101st, the fucking Spade, Club, Heart, and Diamond helmets. Bro, come on. They're going to fucking win by 1,000,000. Those uniforms are so sick, and I'm glad they're not playing Notre Dame with those. That's all I'm saying.
So that's the Army-Navy one?
Oh, they're so fucking nice.
Actually, I got to tell you, both the uniform matchups.
No, we don't have to do that. No, Navy's is shit. No. Now, if that was ECU's uniform because they have the Jolly Roger, I would say it's probably the greatest uniforms of all
That
time.
would be dope.
But I can't say that because they're not, and it's Navy's and go Army. But the fucking uniforms are so nice. It's so nice. They're all black. Oh, they're so good. Anyway, let's talk this week's college football because we can't talk last week's because, like I said, nothing really to talk about. And we went really in depth last week into the college football playoff and the matchups and blah, blah, blah. Jay, real quick, who do you think's going to win? Who do you have right now?
Like win it all?
Yeah, give me your final 4. Who do you have?
Oh my! Oh, dude, I told you that I haven't watched a college football game.
I know, that's why you're probably going to be right.
Oh man. Holy crap. Let's
Well,
say,
JC thinks I'm gonna do my one last advertisement that we have. They did throw me 3 free hats. This is no bullshit. It's right here, guys. Go check them out on TikTok. I don't know if you can see it. It's Southern Snap right there. Go check them out on TikTok. They got a bunch of Southern hats, and I got 3 for free. But while JC thinks that's our ad, Southern Snap. Go check them out. TikTok. Very cool guys. I guess they gave me
that kind of sucks. That's kind of like an Outback Buck Shack rival. Who are those guys?
Are they a rival?
I don't know.
Did you give me 3 free hats? Did you give me 3 free hats? No, they did.
They got a fish. They don't got a buck on their hat. It's cool.
They actually have one with the South Carolina flag with a buck. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
No, we're not going to talk about
We're
that.
going to talk about your final 4.
All right, so Oregon.
Okay.
I could do that. I can
Okay.
do Texas.
Okay. They're going to lose this week, but okay.
I'm going to go Indiana. I'm going to ride the
Oh,
Indiana.
my God. He's just going off the rails.
I'm going. Why not? Right? Why not?
This asshole might be right, Tyler. Watch. He's going to be right.
And then let's see. All right. So a team's got to pull out.
Tyler, do you have the college football thing up right now? Do you have that?
I'm looking for an accurate one.
So what
I've
I'm
got a
looking
bunch of
at,
people who pick 'em.
we got a lot of 8-2s. So it's a weird spread of 8-2s and 9-1s.
I found it.
Yeah, there you go, Jay. A little help. He's got a little help for you. He's gonna put it
It's
up on the screen.
incoming. It's incoming. Hold on a second.
That's what she said. Trust me.
But you can keep on talking while I do this here.
So all right, so it's I went Oregon, Texas, Indiana. I feel like it's going to be another.
There you go.
Oh, look at that!
That's up to date. So you can't have that, Jay. So my pick is Notre Dame, Ohio State, Miami, Texas.
Yeah, I think
Out of
so.
that group.
Man, but do they? I don't know. Does USC pull spoiler on Notre Dame?
No, we're just going by right here. This is up to date. Use the up to date one.
We'll go here.
Riley, what's your Final Four while he thinks? Because you've been looking at it.
I think it'll be Oregon, Georgia, Ohio State, and Miami.
Okay.
Based off of
And I said Notre Dame, Ohio State, Miami, Texas. Okay. I think the best game out of those, while Jay's still thinking, I think is out of the first round, it's Alabama and Notre Dame. Maybe Ole Miss, Indiana.
I should also justify.
Okay. So
Instead
I'm kind of way off. If this is based on this current, because that would make Indiana have to play through Texas.
Yeah, that's what I said. So this is the up to date. Like, pick your Final Four from this right here.
Based on this, okay.
Yeah.
So based
And
on
then
this,
also, yeah.
I'm gonna go Oregon, Ohio State. Ooh, that bracket.
That's the toughest bracket, right, Tyler? That's the toughest bracket. Is that Texas bracket?
That Texas bracket, because
All
I
three
can
of them
see
are
because I see Texas winning those games. Texas, it's this bottom bracket that's a wild card. Oh boy. Not a lot of confidence, but I'll go Miami. I'll take the Miami.
Okay, good. As long as nobody picks Penn State, we all know that they're frauds. I'm very happy with that. All right, let's go back, Tyler. Let's go pick the games this week. Let's go through them. Do you have the sheet that we can show everybody's go ahead, Jay, get a drink. That we can show everybody's thing. Percentage. There we go. Here we go, boys. JC right now. Oh no. Rob is in first place with 64%. JC is in second with 63%. Tyler's nose diving like a 747 out of gas at 61%. I am pulling up the rear, but each week improving. I won last week. Everybody else tied. I won by one game. I'm at 60%. Guys, I broke the 60% plateau. I told you I was going to do it.
Hell yeah.
And Jay, now you get the live pick for the first time.
Dude, it's been a minute.
So let's get to picking. Tyler, go through. Oh, by the way, we changed up. Tyler goes through, and we just pick whatever he says.
We pick whatever he says.
Yeah, we're gonna go backwards, yo.
He goes through, which is a random order.
Random order, okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
The thing that makes the late slate remotely interesting is these two teams. USC 4.5-point favorite at UCLA.
Isn't that tonight?
No, that's tomorrow night, bud.
I'm going to tell you right now, just so they can become bowl eligible with this win and then the win against Fresno, give me them Bruins, boy. They've been coming. They've been playing great football. You know, Tyler, they beat your team. They're a good football team.
Yeah, Deshaun Foster's got him going.
And I can't put USC on the fucking list. I've lost everything.
I was going to say USC has burned me way too many times, and I'm not a USC fan historically, and I picked them a few times this year. So I'm going to.
And Garber's playing really well the second half of the year for UCLA at quarterback. And Miller Moss is in the transfer portal, and Lincoln Riley's going to get fired. I like UCLA. Is this the victory bell? I think this is the victory bell.
I couldn't tell you for sure.
So, JC, you're on UCLA?
Yep.
Tyler?
I'm going the UCLA route too.
Good boy.
I don't believe in them SC frauds. Unless I'm calling them that. Anyway.
We miss Rob. Rob will be. I'll have Rob's picks up. Sorry about that for everybody looking for Rob's great analysis.
Speak of the devil, we'll go to his game tomorrow. Or we'll go to his game on Wake Forest, 24.5 point dogs at Hard Rock, number 11, Miami.
I'm going to pick Miami, but a lot of people, gambling-wise, say Wake's going to cover this, and this might be a real close game. I've just been watching that on the internet that Wake is going to keep this close. I don't know why or how, but that's what people are saying.
I don't know about close, but I mean 24 that's a pretty big spread. I can see, but I'm Miami.
That's fuckloads of points, but that's way too many fuckloads of points for me to play that. I'm going Miami. All right. We'll go to two down bad teams. And no, I'm not referencing my own. Arizona, 11.5 point dog in Fort Worth at TCU.
This is the battle of the bottom of the Big 10, Big 12. And I'm going to take Arizona to lose because they are the worst team in the Big 12. I like TCU. TCU.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go TCU. Arizona had like a couple times this year where they had a flash. And you were like, but I think in the bigger games, they just
literally Arizona State and Arizona have flip flop from the worst to the best in Arizona. It's been crazy to watch.
TCU.
Tyler, you're riding with us.
Yeah, TCU. We'll go to the SEC. The number 15 A&M, a 2.5 point favorite at Auburn.
This is the weirdest line of the night.
At Auburn.
It is, and the weirder bit is it has not changed.
I like Auburn.
It has opened.
I'm going to go.
It has opened.
I like Auburn.
Auburn.
The line is so weird. I have to pick Auburn. No, I'm going Texas A&M because I can't trust Auburn. I can't trust you, Freeze. Texas A&M. I want to, but I can't, Tyler.
I'm going to stay home team. I understand where you're coming from.
You're not following the script, though.
I got to go Texas A&M.
I'm going Auburn for the pure chaos.
If Auburn wins and A&M beats Texas next week, it's a fucking shit show.
You picked all of the Big 12 games anyway. Mizzou, 7.5 point favorites at Mississippi State.
Mizzou is the worst team in the SEC. Give me Mississippi State to get their one and only SEC win. Mizzou is falling apart. They're just not a good team. So give me Mississippi State. Give me Van Buren to have a big game.
Okay. I'm just going to air some grievances.
You might as well.
Mizzou, terribly disappointing season. We have some talent. Should be playing way better than we are. Coaching, not great. I don't know what the hell this program is going to do. Way too much opportunity there for what this performance has been. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to bet against Mizzou again this week because fuck them at this point. Do better.
You're ready to Mizzou?
No, I'm going again. No, I'm not picking Mizzou again the rest of this goddamn season.
That's probably a good call.
Do better. God damn it. Fire Drinkwitz. Get a real fucking coach.
Atta boy.
I'm going to go Mississippi State. Speaking of that potential real coach, that might be available soon. Baylor, 7.5 point dog at Houston.
Ooh.
Give me Baylor
No,
to
not dog favorite. Sorry, that's my
Baylor.
bad.
Baylor's record is. Can they become bowl eligible still?
They can't. They already are.
Wow. Okay, so they're already. Give me Baylor. Give me Baylor to win. I don't think Houston is going to go bowling. Give me Baylor. Baylor should be 7-3, but they lost on a fucking Hail Mary. They should be 7-3.
I'm going to check one thing real quick and see if it doesn't influence my decision. Nope. Baylor it is.
What was that?
Just overall record.
Houston's a feisty team, though.
They are. Well, that's what I was looking for. Like Houston is always, the past few years, they've been, pretty decent team. They take on some big teams, but I don't know if this is the year. It's not looking like it.
Probably going to ride the Houston wave.
I mean, they upset. They are one of the ones that slayed K-State, but I'm going Baylor. Dave Aranda.
Yeah, K-State's a fraud, though. You know that.
Yeah, but Dave Aranda won't lose to another.
He's not losing to a team in Texas.
Yep.
He'll lose to everybody else, but not teams in Texas.
Nope. Exactly. We'll go with Big Ten. Somehow, some way. Good God, Illinois as 1.5-point favorite in Piscataway at Rutgers.
This line is begging you.
A 1.5 point.
Begging you to take Rutgers, right? It's home 1.5, 12 o'clock kick.
Uh-huh.
And I've been on. I like Rutgers. I think what's his name? The coach's name. Come on, really? Brian's doing is great, but I'm gonna go Illinois. Both teams already bowl eligible. If this was to become bowl eligible, I would say Rutgers, and everybody's gonna be on Rutgers. But I'm gonna take Illinois. Somehow they can win 9 games this year. Illinois.
Going Rutgers. Well, he ponders.
Too many injuries for Rutgers for me. Too many injuries.
Just purely, I would think it's the fact that it's at home. Maybe it's that close, but
the line
that's
is
just a
Tyler, you're right. The line is screaming to pick Rutgers. It's a 12 o'clock kick. It's 1.5. This line should realistically be 4.5.
Uh-huh.
And it's not. So it's screaming Rutgers.
I'm going to go Illinois.
That could be one you pick up on us, bud.
That can be. Let's see if I pick up another one. UCF 2.5-point favorite in Morgantown, West Virginia.
UCF at Morgantown, huh?
So UCF needs to win 2 games to become bowl eligible.
Good God.
Utah next week. West Virginia needs to win 1 game to become bowl eligible. And I think UCF gets it done because fuck West Virginia. I lose on them every fucking week. UCF wins.
I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna hedge my bet because
West Virginia does become bowl eligible with this win.
If UCF wins, freaking great, awesome, 1 step closer to a bowl. Now, if I'm West Virginia, fuck, it hurts to say it, but yep, okay, over and done.
Tyler's gonna go with you, I think.
Yeah, I am gonna go with you. I'll experience that pain, but all because UCF has fucked me 9 ways from Sunday.
I knew he wasn't gonna pick UCF. I knew he wasn't gonna.
Yeah. Yep. I telegraphed
UCF,
that.
UCF needs a good bowl game this year too.
They need 2 more wins to become 6-6.
Pitt, 1.5-point dog at Louisville.
Louisville huge. Pitt's been exposed, guys, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was riding the Pitt thing for a minute. I don't know if they're a team that can kind of battle back. I'll take a chance. I'm gonna go Pitt.
Jay, I love you. It's a terrible pick.
I mean, if it was Pitt at home, I'd be with you,
Well,
Jay.
hold on. I was just gonna ask. It's Pitt at Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, change it.
Okay, because I was like, Pitt only has that one loss where they got exposed at home. And, yeah. Again, if they were at home, it's like I'd be with you all day. Why can I not spell today? Jesus Christ, Louis. There. I'm going Louisville for obvious reasons. We'll go G5. Fuck it. Number 12, Boise, a 22.5-point favorite in Laramie at Wyoming.
Wyoming wins. Huge subset of the year because of the elevation and snow.
What?
Yep.
What did you just say?
I don't know. Just let it rock. Let it be. Let
Elevation
it be.
and snow.
That's fine.
The highest elevation for college football, Wyoming.
Let it be. Let it be.
Okay.
Let it be. Okay. Boise. Oh, Johnny. Love you, man. But that
I'm almost like, holy fuck. Okay. Yeah. I'm riding with my guy. Got to.
dude, the Cowboys are 2-8, bro. 2-8.
Yeah, you just don't go into Laramie, though. Elevation, snow. I believe it's 7,350 feet up in the air.
Okay.
You do realize that's not very fucking far up in the air.
It's the highest point in
that's
college
the-
football.
But like 750 feet is like Omaha.
No,
Denver's
7,350 feet.
we're just gonna keep that going. Two teams that need elevation. Cincy, an 8.5-point dog at Manhattan and K-State.
Let me look up Cincy real quick.
I'm going Cincy. They almost pulled it off last week, and K-State are fraud now that they have 3 losses.
Cincinnati's a low-key, probably the best 500 team in football. I think that they
Boy, that's an 8
become
p.m. game.
bowl
too.
eligible. I think they become bowl eligible next week, but they lose this week. They lose this week. K-State.
I'm gonna stick with K-State. I can't get over
hope
that
I
Wyoming pick. Wow, bro.
How shocking
Yeah.
is it when I win?
Ew.
Boys,
What's that payout? I'll put $10 on that game. Just
If I win that game, if I win that game, you guys must come into the next
dude,
week.
tell me what that payout is. I'll figure. I'll put $10 on that. Just
Yeah,
for
I'll put $10 on it for you. Listen, if I win, you guys have to come in here and anoint me King John, greatest picker of all time.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's one game,
But
but
it's
it's fucking
You
ass.
have a couple of bets that I know I'm going to win. You're not going to.
where is it? Hold on, I'm finding it. It's only plus 1160. So $10
So
will win
what-
you 116.
110?
116.
$10 to win you 116. All right, let's take a look at what. Okay, Wyoming has been beat by North Texas,
Great team.
BYU,
Good team.
Idaho.
Undefeated.
Arizona State.
What was the third team?
They beat Toledo by 1.
Wait, what was the third team?
The what?
You said Ohio?
Idaho?
Idaho's a great FCS team. Yeah, these are all great teams. Keep going. Arizona State could win the
They got
Pac-12.
whomped by Arizona State. They beat
Big-
Toledo by one. Oh, wait, no, that's way back when. Hold on. So they lost to Utah State, San Jose State. They beat Air Force.
Air Force, great team.
I kind of went the wrong way here.
He's backwards.
They beat New Mexico. This is, dude, you're out of your mind. You're okay. Let's move on. This has got me tripped up, but let's move on.
Another thing that's got me tripped up is the Virginia Tech offense, 3.5-point favorite at Duke.
Ooh.
The reason, Tyler, there's only one reason why they're favored. Do you know why?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
If they win this game, they become bowl eligible.
Fuck it. I'm riding.
I think that they win because Virginia Tech's been closing seasons out great. They just can't open them.
Let's go Tech.
And their last game, they kept it really close against Clemson. I'll take Tech, even though Duke's 7-3.
Speaking of Tech, Texas Tech, 3.5-point favorite at Oklahoma State.
Jay, I don't know if you've noticed, but since week 3 at my wedding, and Oklahoma State beat – who'd they beat? They
Oklahoma?
They beat Arkansas. They beat Arkansas. Texas Tech football has done nothing but nosedive. Oklahoma State football is terrible. Texas Tech wins this in a rout.
Yeah, let's see something.
I'm going with that.
I don't think they've won a game since my wedding.
That's what I was just checking on. Shit. Let's see. Is that right? It might be right.
No, they won the week after, and then that's it.
I can rock with Texas Tech on this one.
They've won the week after, and then they've been blown out in every other game since. And the week after doesn't count because they played Tulsa.
Okay. Speaking of winning since your wedding, SMU, 9.5-point favorite at Virginia.
SMU in a rout.
Although,
Although, what's the spread in this?
9.5, and I'm checking the algorithm to see if it changed.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's close at half. SMU pulls it out in the second half.
What do we have it at? It is 2. Oh, it has. It's gotten a bit fatter. It's moved to 3. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Virginia wins this game. They're bowl eligible too, bud. But they're not going to beat SMU.
No, I'm going SMU. I assume Jay will too.
Yeah, I think he said that.
Let's go to Big Ten, huh?
I'm done.
Iowa, 5.5-point favorite. Maryland. Never know where Maryland's at.
Is Maryland bowl eligible?
I believe they're one. No, they're 2 wins away. They're 4-6. 4-6 also against the spread.
Who do they have next week?
Load.
you're asking about Maryland?
Yeah.
Maryland has Penn State next week.
Oh, never mind. Give me Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa
Okay.
too.
Oh, I wish I could be quicker on the draw because I really don't want to fucking pick Iowa. I'm not. I'm going Maryland. I'm going contrarian. because I think if they're down to Iowa's down to their third string quarterback. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. All right, we'll go to SEC. Kentucky, 20.5-point dog in Austin at Texas.
I think this game gets really close. Kentucky shows up against the big teams. That's what they do. Texas is looking ahead. Texas is definitely looking ahead for the A&M game next week. A&M, Texas, they haven't played in years for the playoff possible. I think it's a look-ahead spot. I think Texas wins by a field goal.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Kentucky shows up against good teams. Georgia, Ole Miss. I'm just saying, don't sleep. And this
they've only executed against Ole Miss and pulled it off. Sure, they've shown up, but that's
this is in Kentucky, correct?
It is in Austin at Texas at UT.
No shot.
Okay, so
no fucking shot.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, Texas.
Right,
UT all day.
I'm gonna revive this. I think Texas wins by
20.
Not a touchdown, not a field goal.
You're out of your fucking mind. Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a look ahead spot. Don't laugh.
No.
A team I am laughing at, Vandy, plus 7.5-point dog at Death Valley, the proper one.
I think LSU is a dead dog, boys. I think they're a dead. I think Vandy's already bowl eligible.
You think Vandy can win 2 fucking huge games?
They might be like the 8th best team in the conference. Vandy's 6-4.
Dude, you know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna do it.
Tyler,
I love it. Let's go.
I'm gonna bet this game heavy. Vandy big. I think Vandy wins this game by 10 points.
What was the spread?
7.5.
Interesting.
I might outline this to Vanderbilt by 7. I think Vanderbilt wins this game. Am I crazy, Tyler? LSU's a dead. Their team is dead. They just lost a recruit. They're a dead team.
And it shrunk early. So you're not completely insane. I'll go with you.
We're all on Vandy.
This is where I run into a choo-choo train of problems where to go. So we'll go to Stanford. Plus 13.5 point dog at Cal.
Stanford beat NC State last week? 2 weeks ago? No, NC State blew them out. Never mind. I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
They almost beat Louisville. They beat Louisville last week.
Yep. That's who it was.
Give me Cal.
Okay. That's too many points.
Stanford wins both.
Cal's going to make a bowl game for
Cal. Let's go, Cal.
If Cal wins this game, they're going to bowling, and they're not going to win next week, so they have to win this week. Making a bowl game in their first year in a new conference is a big deal for a team like that, so they're going to win this game.
Yeah, let's go, Cal.
I'm going Stanford. They got confidence after knocking off Louisville. We'll go to a team that probably doesn't have much and I'll say 2 teams now. Iowa State, number 22, 7.5-point favorite at Utah.
Iowa State big. Utah, they hung in there with their defense against Colorado, but their offense was fucking absolutely pathetic. They don't have an offense. I think Beck scores enough points to beat them. I think they cover too.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State. Utah's disappointed me a number of times this season, and I just don't see it happening.
Okay. 1, 2. We'll go to the Pac-2. Number 25, Wazoo. 11.5-point favorite at Oklahoma State.
Oregon State.
Or Oregon State. Wrong one. You had read from the wrong place. So this is essentially a Pac-2 championship game. Even though it don't count for.
I love that this is the Pac-2 championship game. Low key, Washington State's had a very, very, very good year.
8-2.
Oregon State, they're just dead. They're dead. They can't make a bowl. Even if they win this game, they're not going to beat Boise State next week. I like Washington State to dominate this game.
Yep. Same.
I agree. Going Washington State. We'll go to the frauds with the same line. Penn State, 11.5-point favorite at Minnesota.
Boys, I told you this week's going to get a little weird because, last week was vanilla, gorilla, Manila. Brosmer, is playing very good football for Minnesota. Minnesota actually has a quarterback, and it's pretty nice to actually see that. They're already bowl eligible, and they have their big rivalry game next week against Wisconsin. They're going to go into that with 7 wins because they are going to upset Penn State. You want to know why they're going to upset them, Tyler? Because they're going to take away the only asset that they have, which is 44 and running the ball. They can't throw the ball down the field. Minnesota can score fucking points. This isn't your mom and dad's Minnesota. This is a good Minnesota offense. I like the over here, and I like them to beat Penn State. And this isn't a shtick. I think they could really pull this off. I give it like I think this is a 50-50 game. I like Minnesota at home.
No, Penn State.
The sensible human has returned. But I'm riding with Johnny B and going Minnesota.
JC has been watching. Jay, I'm telling you, Minnesota's a good team. They're a very good team.
Will. God damn it. I hate that I always box myself in with 2 fucking Big 12 games. But they'll have to wait until the end. We'll go number. Yeah, well, I got to do them now. Shit. Colorado, 2.5-point favorite at Arrowhead, Kansas.
Everybody's going to be on Kansas. Everybody right now. I'm telling you, Tyler. I know everybody's like, "Oh, Colorado's been under the radar all year." Like realistically, because of last year, like a lot of people were talking about them, but now everybody and their mother is jumping on this Kansas team, and they should. Kansas is playing very well the last couple of weeks. Not so fast, my friend. Colorado wins this game big. That everybody's like Deion's he's a flash in the pan. Deion is a very good coach. He's not the same team that lost to Nebraska. This is a very, very good team. And Kansas cannot hold up on the outside with Miller, LeJohntay, with fucking whoever, what's his name, 14, with fucking Travis Hunter, with Augusta running the ball, with them actually giving them time. And guess what? Colorado's defense is actually pretty fucking good. Look at the stats. They're pretty good. Give me Colorado. Big. Colorado by 10.
Yeah, even looking at the games that Kansas has won, I don't think they've seen the type of weaponry that Colorado can throw at them. So I don't see it happening. Colorado.
This is America's pick is Kansas this week, just so everybody knows. Everybody's on Kansas.
Colorado, like their conference play has been the bottom half of the Big 12. And I'm going to ride Kansas on this slaying giant streak here. I got to ride that streak, yo. Like, it's virtue signaling me too. All right. We're going to the Horry Bowl. 2 teams that are horrible, reinventing themselves again. Wisconsin, a 1.5-point dog in Lincoln at Nebraska.
This is for bowl. This is for bowl, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin has an OC that they fired their OC last week and hired a new one, which nobody knows about. And yeah, we're both heading.
I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is for you. This is the last time that I pick these fucking assholes from Nebraska to win this game, and they should win this game easily. It's at home. Wisconsin's not that good. I'm picking Nebraska.
Can I stop you?
Mm-hmm.
Pick Wisconsin.
I'm picking Nebraska for the last time. No.
If you want to do the pity solidarity pick, I'd rather have the pity solidarity pick next week.
Listen, I love you.
For Iowa.
No, I'm picking against Iowa regardless. I think Nebraska gets it done. They're the better team, Tyler. Ready?
Okay,
look at me. You're the better team. Let's actually prove it for the first time all year since Colorado. That's the only game that they've looked like a real team.
Okay. Jay, I'll implore you the same way. If you believe what Johnny B believes, I'll oblige, but I'll be perfectly okay if you listen to conventional wisdom and pick Wisconsin.
Don't do it, Jay. Don't fall for his bullshit. Pick.
No. Yeah, I'm not doing the smoke and mirrors. I know. TA.
He's trying to edge us out.
Yeah, the hedge, right?
Here. I have lost you enough while trying to convince you that we're going to lose it in a spectacular way.
No,
you
guys are actually going to man up and win the game.
It's got to happen. Neither of these teams have lived up to. They're 5-5 teams. Like it's just very vanilla.
But Nebraska hasn't lived up to it in 12 years.
Right. The only thing I can figure is that an at-home in-conference rivalry mirror images of each other.
Hey, Jay, I got to give you a stat. Tyler, when's the last time Nebraska made a bowl game?
2016. I'll also give you another one. We faced
the
Wisconsin.
Longest drought it's the longest drought in Power 5 in Power 4.
No, not Power 5. FBS.
In FBS.
Nebraska has to
Yeah,
win.
that means Arkansas State has made a bowl and Nebraska.
I will also give you this stat. We have faced Wisconsin 9 times. How many of those times have we won?
0.
Once.
Okay. Listen. That means
It's
they're
not
due.
good.
Tyler, that means they're due.
I hope so.
But think about it.
I did.
Teams like Louisiana Monroe have made bowl games since Nebraska has once made a bowl game. Think about that. Pretty fucked. He's doing some intense research, I think.
Who, me?
Did you pick?
I said Nebraska for this one.
Tyler,
Okay.
we're all on him.
All right. I tried. When we lose it in a spectacular fashion, I can't wait next week to tell you that I told you. All right, we'll go to the SEC. One of my hopeful eventual SEC champs, Bama, 13.5-point favorite at Oklahoma. Talk about scheduling tomato cans late in the season, right?
Yeah, right. I like Oklahoma to pull an upset. I think what's his name Jackson is better than people think. I think this is upset written all over it because you want to know what? Oklahoma does what, Tyler? They play great defense, right?
Yeah, because they got that freshman on the offense and they're flirting with Jackson Arnold again. They have no identity, bud.
I think Oklahoma pulls a shocker because they play great defense. It's at home. And if they shut down Milroe running the ball, he's very inconsistent in the passing game. And if he has a bad, inconsistent game and there's a pick six and then there's a short field, I'm just saying I like Oklahoma to pull the upset, boys. I'm telling you, this is chaos week. You can't have a week like last week where everything was Manila, and then it just 1 or 2. No, you know what happens, Tyler, after a Manila week? After a Manila week, shit hits the fan in 2007 every single time. It's happening this week.
These last 3 weeks, 2 of those, since the last one occupies Army Navy, are always nuts. They're always nuts.
And I think it's this week, so I'm taking Oklahoma.
Oh, man, dude. I don't know about this because Oklahoma couldn't take Missouri, and Alabama's got a lot. Even though Alabama's 8-2, Alabama's got a lot to lose in this game.
They got a playoff. If they lose this, they're out of the playoff.
It's got to be Alabama. Alabama has to win this game.
I'm right there with you, Jay.
You guys realize I'm picking these crazy upsets because one of them is going to hit, and I'm going to be like, I told you.
It's good. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I would expect Oklahoma to have figured it out a lot more by now in order to join you. That's my opinion. All right. Since we just left the SEC, we'll go. We got 3 games left, FYI. We'll go to the Big 12. 14, BYU, BYU, 3.5-point dog at Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State.
This is my stone cold lock of the week. Ryan Russillo and Scott Van Pelt used to do this shtick on their show, the SCP and Russillo show. Stone cold lock of the week of the year of the century. I'm telling you right now, bet your house. Jay, you want your house paid for?
I do.
Put your pink slip on your house on this game because Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham and Scatabo and Levitt are going to win this game by 30. No, not 20, not 10. BYU is bad, and they're finally playing a good team. They're going to get fucking killed. It is going to be an onslaught. They're going to say, please, mother, I don't want any more beatings. It's going to be bad. Arizona State by 1 million, by 1 trillion, by 1 gazillion. Bet your house on it because I'm going to be betting literally my allowance for the week that I get to gamble. My wife lets me. I'm going to be betting $750 on Arizona State, if not more.
Dude,
This isn't even close. This is
I might have to jump on FanDuel tomorrow. I admittedly do not actually bet on games. I do this for fun.
Yeah, me neither.
This is one.
Tyler, this line is way too – this is a blowout.
This is one that I like. And I think I'm going to align with Johnny B on it.
Yeah, this isn't even going to be close, boys. This isn't going to be close.
Like, I might have to figure out how to use this app real quick. And
Tyler, we got him. See? Tyler, come on. Give him some more good news. Back us up here. You know the truth.
I really like Kenny Dillingham, how he has this team tuned up. I just really do.
Tyler, if they had a kicker, they would be undefeated.
Yeah, PFT is gonna go audition to kick for him in the fall.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, this game, Jay. Jay, you want a porch? I know you want a porch on the new house. Just put like.
I actually got a really good deal on my porches, but I would happily.
Hey, guess what? I know your wife. I know your wife really wants some nice porch furniture. Pay for this furniture by
maybe like
betting.
a pool, there's some.
You
definitely.
want a pool? Bet this game. You want a pool? Bet this game. I'm buying a new Tahoe this year. We're gonna buy a Tahoe because of this game. This is an easy win.
Beautiful.
This is the best, easiest win of. This is a blowout.
Love our Tahoe. It's very. I like that selection. Good idea.
My kid's already hitting the back seat, so we're looking at a new car. We got to go on Monday.
Good choice.
This game, coming from the SEC, is the most interesting one, I think, by far. A number 9 Ole Miss.
Florida.
11.5 or 10.5 point favorite against Florida in the swamp.
I love Florida, and I love Florida huge here. Not huge, but I love them to win this game because What does Lane Kiffin not do? Doesn't win big games. And we watched that game, Tyler. We saw how great Lagway is. He is a not good, not decent. He is a great college quarterback. He played out of his fucking mind. And guess what? Ole Miss is very good up the middle. They're very good with on defense. But guess what? They haven't played a quarterback like this who has dual threat. I love Florida here.
And Ole Miss can't do fucking halftime adjustments. They either keep what they have going into the second half, or they get completely figured out and get completely shut down. And I think UF completely shuts down Ole Miss in the second. I'm going UF. Another thing while JC's pondering, 10.5 points is way too fucking many points for a top 10 team.
Hey guys, real quick, Jay, just before you say anything, my 5-team par that I'll be giving out to you guys on TikTok: Arizona State, Minnesota, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Florida. My crazy picks for $10. It'll win you $24,000. So we're gonna bet that, and I'm gonna win.
We are gonna bet that. I'm gonna figure.
There it is, right there, boys. The Arizona. There we go. Bam. $24,000.
I got to jump on this app. I'm going to have to do it. But, okay, there's a difference between betting it on the app, betting the odds.
I mean, there's no way Wyoming's beating Boise State, but I think every other game is in play. So when I take that one out, it's actually I can win 9.
I'm going to take – all right, for the purposes of our deal here, I'm going to pick Ole Miss.
Tyler?
I'm going UF.
And just real quick, guys, I took that Boise State game out, and now it's a 4-team. So it went from 24,000 down to 1,900. That's how okay. That could actually hit. That's realistic. That's realistic. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that Boise State game was a little.
I love being bold, buddy, but holy shit.
This 4-teamer though, Arizona State, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Florida.
We might see a 300-yard rusher during that game, and here you are trying to call an upset.
Tyler, is that the last game?
No, we got big noon left, bud. We got top 5 matchup in the Big Ten. Number 5, Indiana, 11.5-point dog in Columbus against Ohio State.
Guys, we're going to make another bet here. We're going to call this I'm going to bet JC's house, Tyler's house, my house. You can have my child if this doesn't happen. Where's this Arizona State game? I'm going to be betting Arizona State and Ohio State thousands of dollars because Indiana is not any good. Ohio State's going to win this game by probably $3 million, if not 4.
I would really love to see it happen, but I can never forget. I had a coach in college. He was a Michigan State coach, and before he came to our team, and he said the toughest, loudest, most ridiculous place they'd played was Ohio State. And even though Indiana is playing and they're winning, to go into that atmosphere, I don't think that their program history is capable of taking that on.
Yeah, so, okay. Just think of this logic. It's Indiana playing
versus Ohio State. I know, man. I really want it. Like, I want it in the worst way. But to go into Ohio State, into that atmosphere, without, like, you really are an underdog. I don't care how well you're playing this year, like winning games, you are still Indiana playing at Ohio State. I don't care. So, I mean, it's got to be Ohio State.
Tyler, go ahead and pick Indiana like an asshole.
And I, you know me for being contrarian here. Well, I hunt for reasons to try and not be. Coach Signetti on every single interview. I've seen them all. My YouTube algorithm is so fucked by this guy. And every single interview I've seen of his, Kurt Signetti is calm, cool, like a cucumber. He knows something. He's going to exploit something. And it's going to change. It's going to change the course of the game. Ohio State is not fallible. Nebraska almost beat them. I'm telling you.
All right, so I made us listen. I appreciate it. So what I did, guys, I took our three biggest upsets that we picked. JC's biggest upset was Auburn over A&M. Tyler, your biggest upset was Indiana over Iowa State. And I picked Florida over Ole Miss. $10 wins you $400. I'm placing that bet right now. We're going to win that bet. That's going to be our 3-team parlay. Ohio State, Indiana, Auburn, Indiana, Auburn, Florida. That is our 3-team parlay. $10 wins you $406.
And also, Ryan Day still has a losing record when he goes up against top 5 teams.
Yeah, but I love you, but it's Indiana. They're not really a top 5 team.
They might play themselves into the Big Ten championship here.
It's crazy. If this happens, listen. I don't know. I'll be streaming next. Tyler's working. I'll be streaming.
No. This is the last weekend. We're going 11 o'clock slate, 2:30 slate for a fucking show.
I'll be getting up at 8 o'clock. I'll be getting up at 8 o'clock, do my exercises, getting the kid outside, make him run around until he pukes. I'll be ready to rock at 12 o'clock Eastern because Central is not a real time zone. And we'll be ready to rock and roll.
But I wanna be live, and I wanna when we win this game.
Responsibly, we're gonna be gambling all day. Responsibly, I have not won on a live in a while. We're gonna be winning tomorrow. I'm going to win tomorrow. Tyler will be putting a hefty bet probably on Indiana. And then we're going to ride out the rest of the game. There's some great fucking games. Unlike last week last week we just shut the stream down early. It was just bad. It was not good football. Bad games. We're going to have good games this week. Jay, thanks for coming back on the pod. We've missed your beautiful face. Make sure you responsibly win a pool and bet all of your money on Arizona. Literally just go down to your bookie, Jay, and put here, this is my son and this is my other son. If they don't win, you can have them. They're worth at least. They're white. They're probably going to be 6. They're probably $50,000 each. So just put $100,000 on Arizona. Then you can have your pool, your patio paid for, and your foundation. I think that's genius.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at. I don't know. I'm gonna have to jump on the app and start throwing some money at it.
I'm gonna go down to the local bookie. I mean, my son. I'm not gonna say he's worth a little, but he does have red hair, so that's like at least an extra $5,000. You get a redhead, it's $5,000 more. Everyone knows I'm going to place my son on a bet for Arizona State. This is going to be a blowout. That is the easiest win of the year. Is that your wife laughing at me?
Nah, she ain't here.
Okay, good. She wouldn't like that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Spiked College Football Season 5 week. I don't know, second to the penultimate week. Penultimate week. Because Army Navy is its own holiday. We love everybody. Thanks for joining us. Remember, always keep it spiked.
I remembered.